So, we've spent the last 10, 15 years trying to understand how organizations can both compete in their existing businesses and new businesses. But in the last couple of years, it's become clear, at least to me, as I've spoken with executives in Europe and the US and Japan, that sometimes senior managers are not thinking very clearly about what it takes to both explore and exploit. Let me give you just one example. So I was with a big Japanese electronics company that you all would recognize a couple of years ago, and they were very proud of the fact that they developed 400 new ideas for products and services. And I asked them, I said, how many of these have you actually been able to commercialize? And the answer was 2. And what struck me was that they were very good at ideation. And many companies today, I think, have invested in design thinking and corporate venture capital and hackathons. So the first discipline, I think, that we have to have if we're going to generate new businesses is this notion of ideation. But once you have developed an idea, then you have to actually determine whether it's valid, whether customers are willing to pay for it. That is a separate discipline. That is incubation. We were working with a big company in Europe, a big automobile company, and they actually were quite good at ideation, and they actually had some discipline around incubation, lean startup, business canvas. They were terrible at scaling. So the third discipline is this notion of scaling. That is, how do you make sure that the new businesses that have been validated get the assets and capabilities necessary to grow? So I think this notion of thinking about ideation, incubation, scaling underpins this notion of how do you develop new businesses. And you have to have all three.